Clovis Wrestling team. All right, we're set. A few facts. Last year I stood here and had the opportunity to talk about another state championship and gave you some data to show you how special that team was. We have another special team, and I want to talk about the program that's been in place. So bear with me, it's some great data. This team hasn't lost a competition in California in 4 years. They're undefeated in dual meets. Their record, they have an 84 dual win streak that's lasted over 7.5 years. They haven't been beaten since 2007. They are undefeated track champions. This is the 7th year in a row. They are undefeated. They are the Central Section Masters champions for the 7th year in a row. And they set scoring records this season in the Yosemite Divisional and Central Section Masters championships. This team, actually these seniors have not lost since they were in 5th grade. That's pretty good. I think Justin was in 2nd grade. That's a long time. With state championships, they won their 4th consecutive state championship. That has never been done in the state of California in the 42-year history of the state championships. They qualified all 14 wrestlers, which is only the 3rd time in state history that's been done by a team. These guys did it in 2011. They have 8 state medalists, with the other 2 just 1 match away from medaling, almost with 10 of them. They have 2 individual state champions, which Coach will talk about soon. We've had 2 state champions every year for the last 4 years. Most of the teams in California have not had a state medalist. You have 2 champions every year for 4 years. They have a record-extending 12 team state championships in the 42 seasons of state wrestling. So Clovis, I've upped the percentage now. Clovis has won over 28% of the state championships in the history of California. And I couldn't be more proud of this team. They have just been named recently by the Amateur Wrestling News as the #1 public school team in America. So they have only ranking behind Powerhouse Blair Academy of New Jersey, so they're #2 when you include the private schools. That also includes, with co-coaches Ben Holscher and Steve Terrapelli being named National Coaches of the Year. I'd like to have Coach Terrapelli up to the microphone.
Thank you. Ed went through a lot of the statistics and so forth, but we've had a pretty good run, and we're pretty proud of the boys. They've done a great job. We've got 2 young men here today. At the far end, you've seen him a few times in years past. A very special individual who's done some very special things that are absolutely special. Probably the greatest heavyweight in the history of California. 3-time state champion, 3rd place finisher, 4-time medalist. His family's the first family to have 2 4-time medalists in their family, with his brother Zach. So he's done some amazing things. He signed a letter of intent, a scholarship offer to Penn State. The team has just won their 4th straight NCAA championship. He'll be wrestling for the famous Cale Sanderson. He went undefeated in his career, and he's got a lot of talented bodies there to work with, and we're expecting to see some just phenomenal things come out of his career at the next level. So Nick Neville's at the far end of the franchise. Then we got the mini munchkin here. He's the future franchise. He says the mini franchise. 14-year-old special individual. He won the state meet this year. He had 1 loss in his career, and he took care of that in the state championships against the same kid and won that match pretty easily. It's a pretty special day for ourselves, for the coaching staff, and for all the people involved with Clovis High School. This couldn't be possible without some special individuals involved. One, co-coach Ben Holscher here, who's been involved in the program for several years, who went down with myself and worked at Clark at the program there for a year. And we are fortunate enough to bring back the mainstay of this program, the person that really is the foundation and brings the kids into the program, and that's Kenny Martinez here. Kenny works at Clark. He's a total buy-in to the program. His kids are involved with all the things we do. We run a year-round program, and he's at all the things that we offer to the kids. And not only is he there, he takes role and talks to the kids and makes sure they're involved. And that in itself is what really has elevated our program to the next level. So we want to give it up for Kenny especially. Ben and I have been pretty fortunate, and Adam could be here, he's out of town working on some things, but we've been pretty fortunate to experience some pretty neat things in this program. And as Ed pointed out, Clovis High School has been 28% of the state championships, but not just Clovis High School, Clovis Unified has won 38% of the state championships in wrestling. There's no doubt that our programs are strong throughout, Clovis Unified. All the programs are strong. They can be very well throughout the section. But I think there's one program that consistently competes at the highest level and is recognized at the highest level. No matter where you go throughout the United States, if you're wearing a Clovis t-shirt, people walk up and say, you work at Clovis High School? Do you know the program there, Clovis High School, the wrestling program? Do you know the people involved there? And this has happened like multiple times where our counselors or our administrators or people in the community or back on the East Coast or the Midwest, and someone walks up and says, do you know the wrestling program there? Do you know what's going on? It's exciting for us because it brings notoriety to our program, to our community, to Clovis Unified, and it's a very positive from our standpoint that when someone comes back and says, hey, you're not going to believe this. I was out in the middle of a University of Oklahoma football field, and I'm wearing, this shirt you gave me, and this guy comes up and says, do you know the Clovis program? You know the people there? You know the Terra Village? You know this, that? And he goes, yeah, I work there. I know that. He says, how do you know him? He said, well, I'm the wrestling coach here at the University of Oklahoma. So it's pretty neat, pretty rewarding, pretty exciting to know that what we're doing here in this little small community has such a huge impact on the national level and the state level. I'm not sure that Ed mentioned, but I think we're the only school west of the Rockies that has been recognized on a national level for wrestling. It's pretty much known that the East Coast and the Midwest is pretty dominant in those areas. They have so many more programs than us at the college level. So it's exciting. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for our program, and it's exciting for me to work with individuals like Ben Holscher and Kenny Martinez, my son Adam, and we lost a tremendous individual with Ed. We lost another tremendous individual with a principal who's taking on another job. Miss Winter is just phenomenal. She supports everything. She's there. She's involved in all the programs. I can't say enough about our administration, what takes place. And I just hope you realize what's taking place out there in the community and what these people are doing and what they're doing for Clovis Unified. It's an amazing thing, and it's being noticed. It's being noticed on the state and national level. But we appreciate it. Oh, I do want to thank you personally for going to the state meeting, being there, and Ms. Rogers and Dr. Rogers, and hopefully some of you, I don't know if you had the opportunity to go to the match this year between Buchanan, but I'm sure it's going to be a barn burner next year too. Right? It was guesstimated that we had 2,200 to 2,300 people. It may have got closed down if the fire marshal came in there. There were so many people present. President Castro flipped the coin, stated on the news, and it stated multiple times they're going to bring back wrestling to the community. He's doing everything in his power to everywhere he goes, and it comes up, what's going on with the wrestling program, what's going on, are you bringing it back, what's the status? And he's openly said that he's going to do it. And I know his eyes were open when he walked into that venue and flipped the coin, and there's people standing everywhere. It was a phenomenal event. It was amazing. Thank all of you that attended that and saw it. I know you had to be a little amazed too, because I think there might have been more people there than some of the football games in the communities around here. All right, thank you so much for your time and all you do for us.
I just want to make that. There, that's better. You're right, the program's about the kids. But the truth of the matter is, Coach, I see you you're the wrestling coach. It says on your shirt. I see you at football games, I see you at volleyball games. You have a tremendous influence on kids' lives. Not because you're the wrestling coach, because you care. So on behalf of this board, I personally want to thank you for caring about our kids. Thank you.